Alright guys, welcome to the stream of Berkeley County. Peak game, I love it personally, played it for about 3 or 4 years, and yeah, I'd highly recommend it to you if anyone wanted to have a go, but let's just start getting into it. Already someone dead. That was really fast. So first we're going to head to Tony's, which is the illegal store. We gotta wait for the light to turn green. There we go. Get the laggy people with the terrible connection because they're using console, which this game is available on console and PC, but not mobile just yet. I would say that one's probably close. And here we are. I think I've got everything I needed. Yeah, I do. Okay. Right now I'm driving the Mercedes, and it's not the best car in the game by any stretch. I would say that the McLaren is, but it's still a fun car to drive. Drifts well, and it's just an enjoyable vehicle to go in. There is a very big problem with this game, which I won't be intentionally showing in this stream, but I'm sure you'll see it as I drive around, is desyncing, which happens a lot, unfortunately. Even just really driving normally. And yeah, I do need my medkits, which is you can get from over here. You can get medkits, you can get compressors, you can get lockpicks, things for robberies. You get really everything except for firearms in Bass. Not sponsored, of course. Everything is pretty well priced, I would say, but of course, ROBLOX is definitely an option, especially with this new update. You've got all the different game passes. I've got every single one except for 3, one of which you cannot see on this page, and I don't actually own it as said. Oh, it looks like someone's doing a scene of some description, role-playing. That was caused probably by desync or terrible driving. It could have been either. The best way to show you guys the new, well, not the new Game Pass, but the only available in holiday season Game Pass is to come to Exotics and go to one of the vehicles. Specifically this one. It's the festive Game Pass. It's a bit expensive at $3,500. Or yeah, it is $3,500. If you buy it outside of festive time, it is even more. It unlocks that vehicle, which I just showed you, and the Lamborghini, both of which are extremely good in their own fields, of course. And yeah, I would say it's a good car overall, as well as not just that, but over if you come here to the gold medal ammunition, there is a very special set of guns and body armor provided to people. You have the UMP, which is extremely good. AK, also really, really good, as well as two mounts. This one, incredibly effective when doing robberies. And this one, well, it's just the UMP, but automatic. Not only has, obviously, there been a new vehicle, as posted in the 5.0 Discord, but there is also the new fall update, which more cars, or not more cars, sorry, well yeah, more cars, but more trees, new updates to certain buildings, like exotics, as well as detention center. While I'm not sure that's the only ones or not, I know for certain that those ones have been updated, and I'll head over there right about now and give you guys a look at the way it looks. Even this road here has changed a bit. I don't remember it being a big black strip. There's added new fences, watchtowers all around the place. Farms here have actually grown up. They used to be about foot height, or ROBLOX characters foot height. And overall it's just become a harder place to break out of, rob, whatever. And they've added a gate over here. And yeah, they've actually made the new update pretty alright. It's only a small update, nothing too crazy. Overall, enjoyable. Doesn't take anything away from the main game. Seems to be some sort of pullover over here. But I'll go show you guys what the scene looks like when it's going on through the one we drove past earlier. Oh, terrible driving, holy. Try not to get wanted, as the people that are singing will most likely arrest us. Ah, here it is, right over here. We'll engage in a little bit of role play. Seems to be being managed just by some local police. And they're not really doing any role playing of any sorts. Let me check out that livery actually, I haven't seen it before. Also never seen that statue, even though I played this game nearly every day. Oh, it's RMA. I think they must be doing some sort of training. or someone's gone on their team without being allowed to. You also get these kinds of people, as you can see. We call those peanuts, because they have the mind of a 3-year-old. They also cause 99% of the problems in the game, and lead to some very reasonable crash outs. On the Discord calls from the agents in the game. The agencies, for those who are new, as we've just read past, is CBI, or Concord Bureau of Investigation. Basically federal level law enforcement for high level crime and more combative style fighting or policing. And down there with the Concord State Police is the Pursuit Intervention Team, which, as the name suggests, handles pursuits of all sorts: slow cars, fast cars, anything in between. And just down this way, as I head on down, there is one more, or two more, agencies. There is, in here, Fish and Wildlife Service. They're more roleplay based, more chill, I would say. They handle parks, refuges, anything to do with nature and wildlife, as their name does suggest. And the final agency, as down here and over there, I will get to in just a moment when the light turns green. How dare the lights? This one is one of my favorite agencies, actually. But then again, I may be a little biased. As we drive past here, here is Fort Maersk, or Maersk, or however you may pronounce it. Oh, didn't even see that, was focused on this. That is run, as well as another area over there, by the Concord Air National Guard, or CANG, the military. Everyone knows what the National Guard is, I would hope. And I am part of it, as an airman. It's just generally a good agency to be in, I would say. And good as a first one, even though it's not my first. I was previously in the now unofficial Concord State Fire Marshals, which had, for some reason, some of the best guns in the game, but it was really, really good. And just fun to be in my opinion. And everyone was rather chill, and I liked the leadership. Coming down here, we will find, just around this corner, the airbase, which is also managed and run by the Concord Air National Guard. Now, how I get asked this a lot while I'm on duty, doing my thing. Oh, I was going to turn, but I guess I didn't. Is, how do I become an agent? And it's really simple, actually. You just go to the registered, I actually forgot what it's called. Wow, that's embarrassing. Give me just one moment to remember what it is called. The Concord Agency Registry, that's the one. And the Registry Management Agency. They essentially manage, train, do all the certificates that you may need to get into whatever agency you may want. But the general rule of thumb is that everyone needs their post certificate, which is just a basic thing saying, yes, I can do this, 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 and this, and I can do it competently. Of course, not all the time that turns out to be the God's honest truth with some people, I suppose. Many people tend to abuse the things they're given through post. And for some reason this guy is following me. As they do. Even just generally driving around in this game, it's an enjoyable time. You don't have to get into any pursuits or anything, but tonight I think I may just do that. I may do some crime activity, and if I feel like it, may go on duty, may patrol, and do that sort of thing to show everyone what it is like doing agency work. Some of it's easy, some of it's hard, depends what type of day you're having, I suppose. And yes, we do have that superstition where you say the Q word, everything goes terribly. And honestly, it is true, I must say. Personally, I have experienced it as a bad omen. And I think we'll get one of them. Fun fact with those spike strips, if you go exactly 100 over them when you're wanted, they will not pop your tires. And even below that, sometimes it does, so generally I like to go 79. Because there used to be an update where if you were going 80 or above, they would instantly pop all of your tires. And naturally, you just gotta go with what you used to go with, of 70 and below, or 79 and below. And I think that may still hold true. But sometimes I do full speed it over them and they don't pop. It depends on connection, I would assume. And for some reason in this server I'm not getting pursued. Or I just haven't driven past any cops, really. Even though there's definitely plenty of them on. Doing a little bit of advanced drifting out there. For some reason this car cannot go over curbs at all. No matter how fast you fly on down. Oh, well that was a bad example actually. Yeah, maybe they can. I don't know. Never seems to work for me. If nothing really occurs from just driving around really fast, I may have to engage in a little bit of gun-based drive. What is going on? Okay. Alright. We're not gonna shoot the FWS. Alert Bro Handley is one of the goofiest thing I've ever heard. These kinds of people are evil. Grow a garden players. Oh, the color of the floor changed in here. It used to be just white. So did the walls. Guess things be changing. And honestly, getting arrested is probably the best outcome from that, as you don't have to get more weapons, and weapons are expensive for obvious reasons. They're illegal firearms. I quite enjoy doing combat, but when I'm forced into it in massive groups of co-ops, it's not very fun. You don't last very long. So we'll go get a vest. Oh, this guy's gonna... You can generally just say cap at people and then they'll believe you. See? Boom. They're a very specific breed of players that don't have the highest of IQs. Also, if that light ever turns red while you're going through here, just sneak on through here or Premiere. Don't do that, because that was me being a terrible driver. And then come on through here. Through here. Take a sharp turn. And then, boom, you're at Tony's. Simple that. Overall, very easy. We want the air compressor there, because we don't want the car key. Now we go back to exotics, get a good car. Driving this game is the longest part of, well, the game. You spend 99% of your time driving, unless, of course, you're in Kang. You do not spend 99% of your time driving in Kang. But there's shortcuts to everywhere. It's quite fun, actually. doing that, I quite like the colour I picked. I don't know, it just like sort of came to me in a fugue state when I was just driving around. I thought, fall update. What goes with fall? Orange. That's what everyone thinks because, you know, Halloween. Just gotta use that guy's green light and it didn't do the thing. Damn. That's unfortunate. Ways to get through all of these lights. Every single light you see in the game has a way to get around it. Like this one, you just go around there or around there. Simple enough. This one, you just go around there. Covers, which is this gas station here, you just go through that gap. Or you go around there. Through the way I'm going right now. You get desync. That is exactly what desync is for those who may have been wondering what I was on about earlier with it. Now we just gotta wait. Wait for the lights. Guy walking there. Also, there's new liveries. I don't know how you use them. I think it's Festive Pass. But honestly, this one is one of my favorites. And you get these types of cops. And you see, even remotely, a sports car, they will pursue it intently. This guy has clearly abandoned that car, and he's still after it. It's the brain. I don't know what type of brain, but it's the brain. 100%. Yeah, like you can stand in front of them. They always hold their radar gun too, and their taser. I don't think they've discovered the M4A1, and then they'll walk up to you with their cuffs like that. See what I mean by peanuts? And they'll pull a gun like that. Not even a bad gun too, for some reason. Then they'll start shooting you, and if you're really lucky, you'll get a federal agent drive by when they do that, then they'll get arrested. Obviously you can, well, you can't really clip it, it's whatever. yeah, people can get Tool and Team blacklisted. But they can't really get quote unquote banned for it. Otherwise it'd be like a bajillion tickets for people doing that. And obviously the very limited moderation team don't want to be dealing with all that. Even though they're really, really good moderators and they're really, really fast, they don't want to be dealing with all that. Check on the airbase, shall we? I don't think any agents are on from Kang. No, they're not. Obviously, you can't go in there with a car if you are wanted. So I'm just checking. So yeah, it's all good. Sure if any agents are in the server. I can check that through car. I don't even know what server I'm in, to be completely honest. I think I'm in the top one. It is yeah. So there are none, actually. Which is unfortunate. Generally they're pretty chill to speak to and whatever. Oh yeah, I also forgot one other agency that is civilian based or criminal based, that being the Concord Criminal Organization. They have a roleplay side and a combat side, both of which commit crimes. Obviously, they're criminals. They're also really chill people. I speak to a few of them a fair amount. Uh-oh. Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Well, unfortunately, I have to walk. But it's not too long of a walk, but it's just an irritating walk. Now I can travel as the crow flies. And stamina is also a thing. Not very good. Just have to check something real quick. overall, I would say this server probably not the best one, but it was good to go around and show the new update. Obviously, with my very limited cash and not owning every Game Pass. Oh, there's a helicopter. That is also achievable through certification. Anyway, as I was saying, through not owning every Game Pass and not owning all the money in the game, I obviously cannot have all the cars and whatever to show everyone what the game can really show. I also don't have all the certifications, which I am working on very slowly. It's quite a process, which would really show off all the capable things you are able to do in this game. As Civ, Crim, law enforcement. It's very in-depth when you think about it, I would say. And there's fishing. You can have boats, as shown here. What a coincidence. There's robberies are pretty much everywhere in the map. Everywhere that has a logo has a robbery, except for obviously the police departments. Yeah, that would probably be about all of the map, in my opinion. And boats are probably one of the more expensive parts of the game, by far. But yeah, we've started and have arrived here again and again and again. But I think that'll be all for today, and I hope you all enjoyed what I was able to show you and what I was able to teach anyone who may be new to the game. It's a fun game. Would recommend to anyone new or looking for something to do. You can waste a lot of time in this game. Not including private servers, I probably have, well, let's see, actually I can tell you exactly how long I've been playing this game. Not as long as some people play the game on end, but in total, not including private servers, I have 13 days, 21 hours, 50 minutes and 48 seconds logged. Which is sad to say, I would say, but overall, not bad. My original time first ever playing this game was April 21st, 2021. That's 4 years ago I started playing Berkeley, and I'm still on that grind. But yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything, or you would like to see more of Berkeley County, I would say like, comment, do all that sort of thing, as whatever the streamers do nowadays, or say. And yeah, what the? That is also caused by desync. It's a very prominent bug. You hear about it a lot from Pursuit Intervention members. But yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time.